Have you ever felt shame or guilt around having, making, or saving money? Does money make you feel uncomfortable, or do you find yourself resisting money without knowing why? If you relate to any of these questions, then you might be carrying subconscious shame stories around money that are actually holding you back. So hi, if you're new here, my name's Rochelle Fox and I'm the co-founder of Mindspo and the author of Magnetic. And throughout my own personal growth journey, I've worked with many healing modalities to break free from the stories that are limiting me and the things that were keeping me stuck. And in today's video, I actually want to share with you one of the tools that I absolutely love for subconscious reprogramming. And it's called Emotional Freedom Technique. And it's also known as EFT or tapping. Now, I personally discovered EFT much later in my healing journey, and I actually started using it when I uncovered some deeply rooted childhood wounds around money within me. And these wounds in particular carried a lot of emotional charge. And I realized that I'd actually been rejecting the idea of making and saving money because I felt shame around even having it. Now, EFT has been so game-changing for me in breaking free from this old pattern and allowing me really to step into the abundance that I desired and deserved. If shame around money is something that you've experienced, then I want to invite you to tap through it with me now to just reduce that emotional charge and really begin shifting your belief system. Now, before we begin, please make sure you're taking full responsibility for your own well-being. Only tap along if you feel comfortable, and I really encourage you to reach out to an EFT practitioner or a mental health professional if you feel like you need that extra support. To begin, I want you to start by identifying your own feelings of shame by simply asking yourself this question: what specific memory, belief, or situation triggers shame around money within you? Allow yourself to go into your mind and really witness what is coming up for you. What specific memory, belief, or situation triggers shame around money for you? It can be something from your childhood, a situation that happened to you as an adult, or maybe even just something someone said once. Perhaps you can't find an exact memory, and that's perfectly okay. If that's the case, just bring forward that feeling of shame into your awareness and just allow yourself to hold space for that shame and anything that comes up with it in this moment physically. Just remember that you're safe and that it's okay to witness these feelings in your body and these thoughts in your mind. They are not you, they are just passing through. And as you witness them and you sit with this shame, I want you to rate the intensity of these feelings of shame around money that are present within you right now. And using a scale of 0 to 10. So 0 would be no shame, nothing's coming up, nothing's present. And if that's the case, you don't need this video. And on the other end of the scale, 10 would be a lot of shame, a lot of feelings present. It's feeling really intense. Wherever you are on the scale, just take note of it as we're going to come back to it at the end of this video. Now, just focus on that shame or that sensation that you're having in your body. Notice where it's coming up for you. Perhaps it's in your shoulders, in your chest, or maybe it's in your stomach. Just be aware of where it is. And with that shame present, we're going to start to move through it together and tap through it. So just simply repeat each statement after me. We're going to tap through all of the points, and how this EFT is going to work is there's going to be setup statements, then we're going to do 3 rounds of addressing the shame, and then 1 round of reframing it. All you need to do is follow along and repeat each affirmation out loud after me as you tap. Starting with our setup statements on the side of the hand. Even though I feel this deep shame around money, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel shame when I think about money, I choose to accept myself with kindness and compassion. Even though this shame is present within me, I deeply and completely accept myself. All right, just take your hands down. Just take a breath in through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Now we're going to move to the top of the head. This shame that I feel around money. This shame. This shame around money. This shame I feel in my body. This shame I feel for having money. This shame I feel for making money. This shame that's been keeping me stuck. Now under the arm. This shame around money. Now just take a breath in and out. We're going to do another round of the same thing, just keeping that feeling, that memory, that trigger, whatever it is, just keeping it in your awareness as you tap, holding space for that shame. So, top of the head again. This shame I feel around money. This shame. This shame around money. This shame I feel in my body. This shame I feel for having money. This shame I feel connected to making money. This shame that's been keeping me stuck. This shame around money. All right, take a breath in for me. Fill up those lungs. Exhale it out. We're going to move to our last addressing round. So staying present with that feeling, allowing it to move through you. Top of the head again. This shame I feel around money. This shame. This shame around money. This shame I feel in my body. This shame I feel for having money. This shame I feel connected to making money. This shame that's been keeping me stuck. This shame around money. All right, breathe in. Fill up those lungs. Exhale, let it out. I hope that you're starting to feel a little bit of a shift. And if you are, then we're going to move on to our last round and we're going to do something a little different. This is going to be our reframing round. So roll your shoulders back, sitting up nice and straight for me. Starting with the top of the head again. I choose love over this shame. I forgive myself for this shame. I forgive myself for this shame. I release this shame little by little. I'm open to feeling forgiveness for myself. It's safe for me to let go of this shame. I can let go of this shame. I choose love over this shame. All right, hands down. Just take a deep breath in for me, filling up those lungs. Exhale, let it go. And just ground yourself back into this moment. Put your hands down. And then I just want you to tap in with yourself again. And on a scale of 0 to 10, what is the intensity of the feelings that you are experiencing right now related to that shame? And as you tap into that number and where you are right now, I want you to take note of that number and the number that you actually started with. And I'd love you to notice if there is any shift. Has that shame reduced? Are you feeling some more space in your body and in your mind? Are you feeling a little bit of a release? And if you are, and you'd like to share, I'd love you to share your experience down below in the comments. So wherever you're at, just put your starting number, so where you were before we began tapping and where you are right now, and just let me know how this practice worked for you. I really hope this EFT session for releasing shame around money has been supportive for you. If you're curious to learn more about EFT and other tools to reprogram your subconscious beliefs, then check out my debut book, Magnetic. You'll find a link to order it down below in the description, along with more EFT videos just like this one on the Mindspo app. In the meantime, I'm sending you so much love and abundance, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one.